My main focus in this video is to help you to understand the full power of Ava's follow-up. That anybody who doesn't have an appointment on your schedule for whatever reason, and there are many different aspects of that patient schedule. If you go through the process of patient journey with me, you understand that, but there are many places along the way where we could really do a lot better job, right, of getting people to take the next step, whatever that is. And that's what we're talking about with patient recovery. So when we think about your practice, we're talking about leads that are coming from a variety of different places, right? Internal and external leads that dump into your practice, and then once they do, they end up somewhere. What are you doing in your practice to actually capture those lost opportunities? They are in the tens on a monthly basis and in the hundreds on an annual basis. Follow-up is all about engagement. That's why people start treatment, because we're engaged with them. They take the next step with your practice, and that means that they've scheduled the appointment. That means that they've done whatever it is that you've recommended that they do next. So what I did is I took a look at a whole bunch of data and I looked at practices using Ava who have less than 100 wins versus practices using Ava who have more than 100 wins. And what do we see characteristically with each of these that we could learn from? For practices with less than 100 wins, they sent out an average of 823 messages. And from that 823 messages sent, there were 85 received, or about 10%. Greater than 100 wins, far more messaging, about 900 of those, but a much higher response rate at 19%. That's a significant increase. These are people who are taking those steps. They are counting the wins, right? They're making the appointments. So when we think about what is the power of follow-up, how about $12.5 million in 78 of our clients using Ava in 2021? Now, I'm only limiting it to these 78 because these are the 78 that we could actually get great data from. So we think about 23,985 patients, so almost 24,000 patients or responsible parties that received at least one message from Ava. And then looking at those, 6,742 actually scheduled appointments, 2,813 of them started treatment with an average treatment start price of $44.57. So these are people who entered into Ava's follow-up at some point along the way, and because they took those next steps, they got the wins, it converted into a significant amount of money. Is follow-up even worth it, the effort that we put into it, and Ava makes that effort very simple? The answer is absolutely.